Welcome to your favorite game, Motor Town, boys. Alright, this is a tutorial and all you need to know about underglow, my guys. I've been seeing a lot of people struggle on this. Not a whole lot, but a lot of beginners. So if you're curious on how to do underglow like this, or even like this, on any car, or even your trucks, like, you want different ideas on how you have these type of ideas, including interior noise, right? So now, what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna run back here, and we're gonna get started on the tutorial here, yeah? So as you know, I'm at the car dealership, a huge one. So I'm gonna show you the first thing on how to just put underglow in. So if you're like me, you got a, very short car, um, you're gonna need to raise the suspension on that just a tad bit, because you're not gonna be able to fit on this thing. So what I usually do is just come over here and just do a little bit of a changing roof for now. Let's see. You could just have it stock or something, but I'm gonna raise it up a little bit so it'll make it easier. You ain't gotta raise it up too high, just enough to get it on here and stick, but I usually just raise mine all the way up to the top so where I can easily see the bottom. So now, sometimes you're gonna have to jump in your car fast. I don't know, you probably might see it. It's starting to roll back, so that's why you just jump in, hold the brake, then just line her up, boy. You're up in there and line her up. Alright. So as you can see, we can finally see the edge of this perfectly fine, whether if you're inside or out, including here. So what I like to start off with is, since it's red, of course I'm going to use red. Stand from a distance. Just going to buy a few of these. All you need is two, for this car at least. So now you're going to have your little layout of what it's going to look like. The best thing to do is to just line up everything with your interior. So as you can see, that looks pretty lined up. I'm going to attach it. And I'm going to do the same for this side. Just slap it on there. Make sure nothing's clipping through. Looks decent. Looks great. So what I like to do is, before I get to the next ones, I quickly just change light mode until I do interior light. Makes it easier. There we go. Now you want to grab you some smaller ones. Probably 5, that should do. Maybe we might need more. So we're gonna look for a lip here. So it looks like where that red line is. That's where it stays hidden. Alright, just make sure we line it up. I'm just gonna do 2 for now, right there. And then I'm gonna see what the front looks like. So since the front has like a little bit of a V shape to it, I'm gonna take and line it up here. And right there. Gonna do interior lights on those. back here and do these. Alright. So, more or less, you're probably questioning on how this is gonna look. Well, we're gonna take a look right now. I'm gonna drop it down real quick. Yeah, you got a little bit of space there. So, I mean, if you don't like that space, of course I don't. So what I'm gonna do is just plop it back up on there. And you don't really get to see what it looks like afterwards, because, I mean, you can already pretty much guess it's gonna fill in that gap. So what I'm gonna do is just grab one and throw it in here like so. Hurry up and grab one more, if it'll let me. It's already getting daytime. I got time going by fast on here, so it's a little bit easier to control. Interior lights, there we go. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop this outside, and when it gets nighttime we'll come and look at it. I mean, so far you can see just by the little bit, it looks perfectly good. So now I'm just gonna drop the suspension to a reasonable amount of height, which looks like, yeah. I'm just gonna go with 10. I don't know if 10's too low, but we'll find out. I can always just raise it afterwards. So there's that. Now, if you're curious when it comes to the truck, we'll do that real quick. So we're gonna do, this one's gonna be interior lighting and the bed lighting. I mean, we don't really need this yet, but we'll get to that. So what you want to do for the bed lighting is just grab 2 of these bad boys. And I think it's 9 underglow or 9 attachments per thing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna move this up. So I'm using controller, but you have the controls on the right saying rotate. So I'm pretty much holding my right joystick down and I'm pushing up slightly, and that's what's causing this. If you accidentally do something like this and you don't know how to get it back, just, you know, press whatever button and then reopen it back up. Fixes everything. So of course this is not gonna look beautiful, but you can somewhat get it to look beautiful. So like that, and then all you gotta do is just look over and slap it on there. I'm not gonna go too fancy on it, because I mean it does take a lot of time and patience to get it all lined up the way you want it. I wouldn't necessarily use interior light, but you won't be able to see the interior like glow. So what I usually use is just headlights on these, or you can make it manual, however you want to do it, whatever you prefer. It's nighttime now, so we can kind of go out here and take a look at this thing. Look at that. Nice. Perfect. That was slapped on very decently. So what we do is go in here and turn the headlight on, and we're gonna go back out of here, trying to get a little bit of a look at the bed here. Not much of a glow. I mean, red is a very dark color compared to like green. But I mean, you still get that glow. Maybe if it was in like a much of a darker area. Yeah. I mean, you can easily throw another light back there somewhere if you really wanted to. I mean, you kind of seen the green. It was pretty bright. So now what we're going to do is do the underglow for the interior. This is very tricky. There's two ways you can kind of do it. I prefer just the easy method. I'll show you both methods. As long as my truck doesn't fall off. So one method, it's very difficult to get this to work. But I'm gonna give it a shot. Yeah, it didn't work. But if you can ever find a way to get inside of it, then you can. I mean, I'm sure there's like a way you can do it from in here. I know one car I did on accident. As you can see, there's no right way to do this. Alright. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do it the easy way, because that is getting too complicated. As you can see that there's a door right here. I would go with the lined up area right here. So what I'll do is I'm gonna go straight under that line, which is about an inch from there. So you can kind of see that layer. We're gonna go right here. And we're just gonna kind of rotate it. I'll rotate it this way first, flip it up. However this makes it easier on you. Well, you know, I haven't really thought about it. Yeah, okay, never mind. I was about to say, I can try something else. It's not gonna look beautiful, but it sure will get the job done. At least I expect it to. Oh, wait. Let's go ahead and slap another one on there. It's about to get nighttime. And I'm gonna do just right about there. Like I said, it ain't gonna be beautiful, but it just gotta be in that general area. I don't know why I keep trying to put interior. But we're gonna get this down. Now, mind you, that's only 4. You can still put 5 on here, so you can still put like one there, and then an underglow back there and up front. We're gonna throw this out in the sun. Just like that. It's getting nighttime. There's one car I accidentally got an underglow inside of it, and there's no getting that back out. I don't know how, but it's just what happened. So now it's getting nighttime. Look at that. It looks alright. I would more likely go with like green or blue if you're gonna do this, but I mean, as you can see, interior light kind of like fades the glow out, but I mean, you can still do that if you prefer it. Now comes the fun part, man. I am going to pull out a trailer. And why is that? Because I am not only going to show you how to put one on the trailer next, because yes, you can. Um, I'm just going to pull out this one. As you can see, I do have one already on there. Now, there's two ways you can do it. I advise probably this way because it's the easiest and you don't really have to do a bunch of ruckus, but I will end up pausing this video and getting set up for the 18 wheelers and stuff, and I will show you how to do those. And I'll show you how to do it a different way with this. But since you are here looking at the video, trying to figure out what does what and how you do what, I am going to show you a quick little advice that I wish I was told. So here we are with green. I suppose this is green. Yes, it is green. I'm not going to do anything fancy. I'm just going to toggle the light. So now you got green, right? Well, now we're going to put red with that. They got orange. Now we're going to put blue with that. They got white. Now we're going to take green. Now you, wait, wait a minute. What is this? Blue? I think you get like turquoise or something like that. Boom! Now you get light blue. Or whatever color you want to call that. Don't judge me. But just know that's, you can do that. And then just know there's a billion more other colors. You just gotta keep mixing things around. I mean, that's about that. So I'm gonna show you real quick on how I just throw it on the trailer. Let's just grab a blue, yeah. Actually, this is the perfect time for me to show you to do the, not only how to put it on there properly, but how to do the rainbow color as I did. So I got a blue here, yeah. What I would do is I would line this up perfectly. As you can see, I can't get nowhere closer than this right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna line this up nice and neat, just like so. I'm gonna place it. So now this kind of looks like just a trim, nothing too special. So you know I got a blue on this side. Well, I want to put a blue on this side. Go ahead and knock the blues out of the way. Which side did I put that on? Put it on this side. Right. So now we're gonna nicely, if you want to speed this up, you can. But I'm not doing no editing, no nothing. Let's go ahead and change the light mode here to interior light. Interior light. So now we got green done. Here comes the fun part. So now we're gonna get red. If you want a purple color, this is how to do it. This is what I advise. Just doing a red. Actually, don't. Hold on. Erase that. Erase that. I'm sorry. Get green. Do green. So green is gonna go on this side. Go ahead and get your sides done. This is complicated because this little box here. Alright. Does it look good? That looks great. It looks good. Where is the blue at? Blue ends here. These need to come in the middle a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to install this. And I am going to bring it in a little bit. Right about here. And this is so where we can get our nice white color in the middle. TUI, yes, this is good. So now we get our red. And we're gonna drop our red right dead center in the middle. Just like that. Or you can go down a little bit. As in like right there. And what you want to do is pretty much do the same thing on this end. So like I said, I got blue right here, and I got blue right here. Well, now you want to put green up here, and then red in the middle. And once you get to these sides, you're going to notice that you got 3, 6, you're going to have 7, 8, 9 in here. Yeah, I think it's either 8 or 9. I just know it's one of the two. And what you want to do is just pretty much take and if this is blue, that's green. So you're gonna put blue or red right here, and then green or red right there. That's about it. When it comes to the small ones, nothing too fancy, but then once you grab it, boom, as you can see, you get the rainbow color. You got a little bit of white in the middle, but you can't really see it because of the wheel. But you know, the more you play with it, the more you can get it to show up. But it's not, can't really see it very much. But I'm gonna go get set up over somewhere else to show you how to get this and a few cars that can't fit on that, along with some like 18 wheelers and stuff, some fun stuff, yeah. In the meantime, enjoy yourself. Alright, so I have unpaused and here I am set up. So I got, you know, famous 18 wheeler rig thing and this thing all set up with some underglow, and today we're gonna be in this spot right here, heavy duty, where the big giant lot where all the heavy duty stuff is. So I got this car here that I'm gonna show you how I necessarily got the underglow under these things because they can't fit in your famous little whatever you want to call those things. Alright, don't judge me. And then I'm going to show you how to put them on this thing. So first things first, everybody's probably want to get to the Lambo. As so, you want to get in this thing. I would probably raise it up a little bit to make it easier, or you can do it the hard way. It doesn't really matter to me because I'm not putting the time and effort in it because it's difficult. All right, but what I'm gonna do is show you that I'm just gonna push it up to 7, and then I'm just gonna install it. That's what I would do with step 1. Step 2 is I would probably have another car on standby, so you can run back and forth and get the things you need. You're going to be using this ramp here. What I would do is I would work on one side first, and then work on the other side. So go ahead and get it pulled up. Once you get closer to the top, you kind of want to just line up your wheels as far as you can get them. So here we are with, this will make it easier for you to reach this side and this side. So boom, you can get both sides if you line it up just correctly. Now the only thing you're going to have difficulties with is probably around these area. But as you can see, you kind of have everything lined up to make the colors. And then I got my red and green and blue. I have my red, which goes on this end to this end. I got this one further back behind the wheel. This allows for when I turn, you don't really see it going through like you kind of do right there, but nobody's going to be really looking in between those cracks, you know what I'm saying? But I got them kind of to both of them. But that's how I put it on here. Not too bad, not too simple. It takes time and effort. Now let's metaphorically say, how did you go get all those LEDs? Well, grab your second car and just go right down the road here to your famous car supply store. And then boom, you got your lights there. And then you have your underglow here. As an example, real quick, I am going to spawn my little car over here. Wherever the name is. And I'm going to try to push it up here. See, it is too big. Too big. No matter how hard you try, you're not going to get it up there. Now, I don't know why it's doing that, but I'll take and drop them down later after the video. So I'm not like getting on here later and being confused. That's where you're gonna keep running back and forth to get your underglow. Unless if you want to just pocket a billion of them and somehow have all the ones you need. And now we're gonna show you how to do this. Grab your fancy truck that ain't got no underglow under it, that you would want underglow in. And just simply shove it up here. Just grab it up here. And hope to God you don't miss, or you're gonna be stuck. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get underglow, and then I'm gonna come back over here. Alrighty, now I'm back. So this big guy's a little bit bigger than your normal car. So, we're just gonna level this out. We're gonna check. It looks like there's only gonna need to be one here. 2, 3, 4. So that's gonna be 6, 7, and 8. So you can work. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do about right there and right here. I'm just slapping this on so you can kind of see. I know it's poking out. Leave me alone. Alright, there's some other things I want to try out while I'm at it. And this. This one is going to be difficult because I can't see anything. I advise doing this during the daytime. And interior lights. Interior lights. Interior lights. So now you got that going on. Looks pretty good. Now I'm just curious. Not that I shouldn't be curious. But I am curious. Curiosity kills the cat. So I'm just gonna throw these in here. And probably never gonna find them again. I mean, it looks cool in my opinion. Maybe if it was like blue or something, who knows? Can't really see out here. But when you kind of see those little spaces, you can just bring them in, honestly. I'm gonna try to get back here where it's darker. Oh, no bueno. I wouldn't put those inside. I'll just slap them in there just to see what happens. Now, I am curious, and I'm gonna snag one of these out of here. What if we put them here? I'm just messing around. Does it actually glow in the interior? That'd be pretty cool. It probably wouldn't glow. But it wouldn't be hard. All you gotta do is just somehow manage to... I'd probably would just get on top if you want inner glow. And like, set it right back there. Have it glowing in. But yeah. There's a simple tutorial on how to do that and all the multiple ways you can use it. I mean, you could even just put underglow under these and just have it set like that. I mean, boom, bada bang. I do highly recommend that if you're a trash driver to go ahead and get you some light bars. Put them on all four sides. It makes it so much easier to see everything during the night. But, I mean, hopefully this helps out and you can figure out what you want to do from there. Hope you enjoyed watching. Adios, amigos.